Let's see the flag, okay.
Seeing the Rigor family's most treasured possession is a delicate process.
An invaluable memento of World War II.
It must be unwrapped like a bandage. It's frail and worn.
Don't touch.
It's an Imperial Japanese Navy flag.
Now the flag is been torn to pieces.
And this is the first time Slugo and Roger Rigor have shown it in 4 years.
And of course it's an invaluable piece of history because it's history that's yet to be shared.
Their father is the late Major Conrado B. Rigor, a Filipino officer who fought with the U.S. Armed Forces during World War II. In September 1945, Major Rigor's men defeated the Japanese in the Battle of Basang Pass. As part of the surrender, Major Rigor received this flag.
While the history of the flag's capture at the end of World War II is certainly noteworthy, it's where this flag was 74 years ago that brings us here today.
December 7th, 1941, the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. While most people remember the air raid, the Japanese Navy also sent submarines to Hawaii. According to American naval records, one of the leaders of that fleet was Captain Kirugoro Shimamoto. Years later, and now a rear admiral, it was Shimamoto who surrendered at Basang Pass.
That I have this date presented to Major C.B. Rigor, a valuable possession of mine.
Shimamoto's statement of surrender was captured in a book by an American colonel.
The battle flag of my submarine that took part in the Battle of Pearl Harbor.
The flag was flown by Shimamoto's submarine before and after the attack off the coast of Oahu. And now it's here.
This flag was actually flown in a very momentous time in history, and yet it made its way to my father.
It stands as a symbol of the valor and gallantry of the Filipino soldier.
Recently, they've tried to return it to Shimamoto's family back in Japan, perhaps to a museum in the Philippines or the World War II museum at Pearl Harbor itself. Somewhere to honor the forgotten heroes of the Filipino Army and remember an infamous day in American history.
We're not after the glory of owning it. No, it is the glory of a bunch of men who were fighting for principles during war.
You go back and say, was it worth it? What was it for?
In Seattle, John Langler, KING5 News.